So officially, Get Rich or Die Trying turns 20, I think, this week. Wow. It's crazy, man. When you think back, it felt like yesterday when 50 Cent took over the industry like he did. Now, I did this video for a reason, because not only to talk about this album, but to talk about the impact that 50 left in this business that you're never going to see again. You're never going to see that type of impact again, because see what happened, he exceeded people's expectations at that label. See, Interscope, they thought 50 was kind of, I think 50, they thought 50 was kind of a dumb guy. They was thinking, oh, this guy's rough around the edges. He's been shot. He's been stabbed. He got wild niggas like Gorilla, like Bangum Smurf and Domination and all these people around. This thing is going to crash and burn within a year, like Death Row Records. We're expecting it. But 50 came in about his business, with his business plan. He didn't drink. He didn't smoke. He came in there with a mission. And that's to get rich or die trying, as in the concept of the album, the concept of his way of life. And he cut away a lot of the dead weight. A lot of people that was getting in trouble on his behalf of his G Unit brand, he cut away. Got a lot of funk in the streets, but it helped him stay in the game longer. So then he was able to move in a pace where people didn't expect. He moved into vitamin water. He moved into movies. He moved into clothing. He moved into sneakers. He moved into books. This is 50.com is still one of the biggest social media websites out there in the world. In competition with MySpace and Facebook and WorldStar. It's still one of the biggest out there. And the crazy thing is, then he built his label, the G Unit Films. He built that. Then he built his label with Mobb Deep, M.O.P., Mace, Spider, 40 Glock, Olivia, the G Unit people themselves. Even though he didn't release a lot of them, but still he had a mission. And I'm thinking what had happened was Interscope was intimidated. They was afraid of his intelligence. He was outsmarting them. He was out there getting money without Jimmy Iovine holding his hand. Now, he was doing this without music. Eminem, his pocket is an artist. He tried the clothing with the shady clothing. It only popped off of his name. His name and alone. But then afterwards, years later, people stopped rocking it. Then he tried to do movies, which he could have been very successful at, but he felt more comfortable with doing music. Just doing music and going home, because fame frightened him. And he just wanted to be in his own space, in his own lane, in his own world, and just do music. And that's fine. Dr. Dre, same way. Dr. Dre's own pocket was music. The headphone deals related to music. Dr. Dre never produced movies. He did scores, but he never did movies until, the NWA one, but he didn't do a lot of movies. He tried with The Wash. He tried with Training Day, but that wasn't his pocket. So they were able to control those guys because of their music. That's what they feel comfortable doing. Dre feels comfortable working with his music. M feel comfortable working with his music. But 50, on the other hand, he wanted it all. And that scared Interscope. So going with Get Rich or Die Trying, man, I remember when that day like it was yesterday, man. I knew when I seen In Da Club, it was going to be a wrap for this industry. This nigga is here to stay. Then you had the song Open It Up. What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangster? Then it transitioned to Patiently Waiting into Many Men. One thing about Dr. Dre is I like the way he sequences his albums. You could tell when you could tell by the way they transition those tracks, and it flows within. You go from What Up Gangsta to Patiently Waiting to Many Men to In the Club to I Can't. You see how it just flows. Dre is a master at that. And it had his songs like, it had some songs that a lot of people won't feeling like My Style. A lot of people didn't like 21 Questions, but the women loved 21 Questions. That record was crazy, man. When that dropped, the women loved it. But one of my favorite records up there was Heat. Forgot about Heat. Had to add Heat up there. Now with Heat, I think that record gave birth to the drill music. 50 may be the original father of drill music. Waka Flocka took it to the next level with Flocka Valley, but this video here, it was like a drill video. Then Back Down, which ended Ja Rule shit. Like he smoked Ja. You had the hard Dre beat. 50 had the comedic flow with it. He brought I think the gay dude at the end that's supposed to be the hairstylist that he supposed to slept with Ja Rule. But that Dre beat alone was menacing, and it was perfect for 50. Ja couldn't come back with that. Ja couldn't come back from that after all. But this was overall one of the biggest albums, if not the biggest album for 2003. And it made 50 Cent a star. It made him the household name that he is. But same way with Doggy Style, you had to be here when it dropped, man. That thing was selling like hotcakes. Cassettes, CDs, vinyl. Get Rich or Die Trying was bumping everywhere. You had to live through it to see it. So, happy 20 to Get Rich or Die Trying. I might throw that joint on just for nostalgia purposes. So subscribe, hit the like button. Peace.